인지하고 있는 것에 대해서 저는 상당히 충격을 먹었고 많은 사람들이 언론이 왜곡하고 있다는 것을 알고 있다는 것에 되게 충격을 받았습니다.
I was very shocked that so many Americans were awoken to the fact that there was a lot of election fraud, election integrity issues that arose not only from the last election but also from this current election as well.
정부 효율을 높이기 위해서는 이 여야 교체가 안 되고 계속 여당이 정부를 뒷받쳐주는 것이 필요하다고 생각을 하는데 그러려면 선거 제도가 계속 공정하고 무결석에 바꿔야 되는데 많은 분들이 공감하고 있듯이 미국에서는 선거 제도가 상당히 문제가 있다는 것을 인지하고 있습니다. 그렇다면 이 선거 제도를 바꾸지 않으면 그리고 기존에 일어났던 많은 부정선거의 증거들을 수사하지 않으면 언제든지 선거 결과가 뒤바뀌어서 정부 효율을 바꿀 수 있는 그 야당의 교체가 가능한데 이를 어떻게 막을 수 있을 것인지 궁금합니다.
My question is, as you lead a Doge, will this body or you investigate also the issue of election integrity going forward, the election fraud in the United States election system as well? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. I appreciate it. I enjoyed meeting with your ambassador during my last trip to DC. Please give him my regards as well. I'll tell you what we need in this country. We want to move past fighting over the results of elections. It's not good for America. Here's how we do it. Single-day voting on election day as a national holiday with paper ballots and government-issued ID to match the voter file. I also believe that English should be the sole language that appears on a ballot. That's not racist or xenophobic. It's what it means to have national coherence. I think this will unite the country. This isn't just about the mechanics of collecting the ballots. It's about taking one day every year to say, I'm living out my civic duty as a citizen, a capital C citizen to the United States of America. We make this mistake. What is citizenship about? People think, oh, what do I get? No, citizenship isn't about what you get. It is about what you give. It is about your duty that you pledge sole allegiance to one nation. So if we take one day to do that, we cast our ballots, we get the results that night, paper ballots people can trust, we can actually get that job done. The country that put a man on the moon can get this job done. It's just a matter of will to see it through. So I view that as an objective we have to accomplish. It is, don't just focus on the government bureaucracy. That's where my focus is, but I'm sharing with you my perspective about how we secure confidence in our elections over the long run. And I'm thankful. I'm grateful to God that we actually had an election so decisive that we weren't waiting 6 days later to tussle over who the winner of the presidential election was. God forbid where we would be as a country if that's the situation we were in. We had a decisive victory with a mandate of a kind we have not had in the 21st century. Think about that. That's what we had last week. And we got to make use of it to now say we're going to make sure that that never happens again in the future. And by the way, there's been a lot of talk about Puerto Rico in the last month leading up to the election. Let me give Puerto Rico a compliment. Puerto Rico actually runs elections exactly the way I just described. Single-day voting, election day, holiday, paper ballots, government-issued ID. They make you dip your finger in an invisible die so they can check it at the next actually location to make sure you're not voting in multiple locations. All right, if Puerto Rico can do it, we can do it. There are 50 states in the United States of America as well. And I don't think that's controversial. That's what it means to stand for actual integrity of our elections. Last question.